Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Haley. I'm a recent graduate, cashless budgeter, and caregiver who's working on her relationship with finances as well as working towards financial freedom. I thank you guys for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Hey guys, so I did start this video actually and realized that it was not recording. So I am just going to run back through what I did in the beginning, which is updates to vacations. I did stuff the, excuse me, I got the hiccups now, great. The $40 to finish off my fall savings scratch off challenge and realized I did not restart recording. So I took the $151 and basically broke it down into denominations of 10s, 5s, 2s, and 1s. I will make a separate video cash stuffing all of this, but I'm basically going to take this 151 from the fall scratch off and disperse it amongst these envelopes in the front. The fall scratch off challenge is from T&L Budgets. I will leave her Etsy name, but I think her Etsy name is just T&L Budgets. But I'll leave that down in the description as well. And I was also stating that I will be adding, if I can grab them, yeah, I'll be adding this walking down the aisle and miles apart we share the same moon scratch off challenges from Madeline at Madeline Budgets. I'll leave her Etsy, and she also has a YouTube channel down in the description as well. I'll be adding these two challenges for travel scratch offs. So I will put them back here if they will fit. Let me see if they'll fit. Oh yeah, they do. Okay, I just got caught. So I'll be adding those two to my future vacation savings. All right. So moving on, I will probably go ahead and do emergency and property tax challenge. And I know for sure now that my January wrap up is going up before any of these. But to just run through real quick, I did move my focus binder into their respective binders for 1 and for 2 property tax challenge. I'm no longer saving for property taxes. That has been shifted around in the house a bit. So now I'm saving for home insurance, and I do not want another monthly payment. So I am saving up to basically bulk pay it every year. It reduces in October, so I have until October to get around $1,400 plus, which is above what it is now, just in case they make any adjustments. And so that's what the property tax challenge scratch off is now geared towards. So I think I'm going to start with my emergency fund first. And let's see here. It was a total of $140. However, I have 2 emergency challenges going on. This one is my monthly challenge. This is my job replacement fund challenge. Both these challenges are from Budget by Valerie. I'll leave her Etsy in the description below. But I'm scratching off the monthly challenge for job replacement, and then I am using the sloth scratch off savings challenge for, excuse me, hiccups, for other deductibles. Medical deductible, home deductible, which home deductible will be put on the back burner, which I'll explain that in a minute. But primarily medical deductible and any pet emergency for my dog is what this challenge will be going towards. So the monthly challenge currently has, if I can get it out, currently has 1,550, 60, so 1,560, and this challenge I decided to put $40 into, so that will make it got the hiccups again. I don't know why. I'll be adding 100 into here to make it 1,600, which, by the way, guys, I'll just use the same Prep Buddy slips. If you guys all don't know the backstory, I bulk ordered $1,000 placeholders. Did not know that until it arrived in the Amazon order. And instead of sending it back, I said, you know what? I'm going to use these to my advantage. And there are people honking outside. Sorry about that. So I just got some washi tape and paint tape and just wrote bigger denominations like 100, 250, things I know I wouldn't necessarily find proper placeholders for. And I put them in my longer term challenges I don't expect to pull in and out of very often. Alright, so in this challenge I have 1,500, 1,600. I would need $800 more to finish this challenge once, and that'd be good. All right, so the other 100 I decided to put into my sloth savings challenge. Again, this challenge is going towards deductibles of any kind within my emergency fund. All right, so thus far it only has 20, 30, 40, 45, 46. So I am going to go ahead and just add another 100 placeholder. Which, by the way, guys, if you see me reaching over in this video, it's because I'm reaching for my prop bills. If I don't have enough room, or I don't necessarily know when I need to condense, I basically have these envelopes of placeholders. One of my binders, and this binder in particular actually, did come with zipper envelopes, but I decided I wanted the zipless envelopes in here because I knew that I would have much more envelopes number-wise in this binder. So I took the zipper envelopes that originally came with this one and just used them to hold prop money in. So if you see me reaching, I'm basically reaching for these. Because I like to condense as I go if I can, to some degree, and sometimes I don't, and just wait until another cash stuffing, or when I add the add the interest, excuse me, from these accounts. That's usually when I come back in and cash condense off camera, if I haven't already done so. So adding 100 to that, it makes it 100, 120, 130, 140, 145, 146. And I will more than likely cash condense this once I see what the interest for my emergency fund is, because the interest from my emergency fund bucket and savings goes towards this challenge. So that'll probably increase after you guys have already seen this. All right, so property tax challenge, which is now home insurance savings. I'm still saving for escrow in the background for future home, but right now the main part of the challenge is geared towards home insurance. So we're paying off the IOU we had of $175, which I scratched off. Hold on, let me grab the challenge real quick so I can explain it to you guys. So I ended up scratching off this $150. I decided to put $25 into escrow, so saving in total $175. Let's see. This is why I have to write numbers down, you guys. Okay, so the front part of this challenge has 500, 750, 850. I also can't count properly without my finger. So this is, I'm sorry you guys are watching me struggle this hard. 900, 920, 925, 927, 928. So this is the part that's getting 150. So that'll be math, 928 plus 150, $1,078. So I'm just going to go ahead and cash condense that while I can. Let's see here. So I'll have 1,078. Do I have 1,050, 70, 75, 77, 78? Okay. 1,078, and I will put these bigger props to the side and put the 100 here just in case I need to condense elsewhere. All right, so towards home insurance, we have 1,050, 70, 75, 77, 78. 1,078. And then there's 20, 40, 42 in escrow. We're adding 25, so this will be 67. So I'm going to put 50, 60, I think a 5. $5, 67. Oh guys, this has been a journey. For sure. So that's again 50, 60, 65, $67 in escrow for future home. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and scratch off for next time. So go ahead and write down that IOU. Again, I guess there's a little bit more of a rush to get this done, so even though I'm scratching off right now, if I can't cover the escrow IOU, that is fine, so long as I try to cover the property tax and or home insurance part. If I can't do it in one check, I at least try to do it in 2. But since I'm ahead right now, I only have about $400 more to go to reach my goal that I like to have funded by October. I am not too rushed about this, so I'm going to continue just doing one scratch off. So I go on Google and ask Google to pick a number between 1 and 44, and this time they picked 25. So I am going to scratch this off the best I can without my finger. Sorry if I am shaking the table any. I really should probably get a vacuum, but that's okay. I'll just leave this later. So I got 57, which means I will have $57 going to the challenge and then $3 going into escrow. Alright, get a pencil so I can write that down very quickly. So IOU will be 57 and escrow would be $3. Alright, so I'm more than likely to pay that off in my next check, and we'll just have another scratch off then to figure that out. As I was saying, I am using this last scratch off saving challenge from Budget by Valerie to save for my deductibles. What I decided to do, since I started this challenge once, stopped it, and am now restarting it, I'm just going to go page by page, starting with the back. And on the back, I had an IOU of $153, and that's all of the numbers I've already scratched off added together. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to continue on this page so that when I add money to my emergency fund in general, that I can pay off the IOU similar to how I'm doing with the property savings challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and scratch off randomly, and I'll just go with this bottom one here. These scratch off very nicely, by the way. And again, sorry if I am shaking the table and scratching awkwardly because of my finger. Alright. Oh, cleaning that off. So I scratched off for 28. So what I'm going to do, similar with my property tax challenge, is I'm going to 1, stop shaking you guys, and 2, write an IOU for $28. That is an ugly 28. Hold on. Writing without my finger is weird. It really is. But I'm trying. I'm trying so I can get this video out to you guys. So I know I have an IOU of $28 and can continue on this scratch off page until I finish it. And then I'll go on to 18. Again, save up the IOU for ones I've already scratched off and just continue through the book. Yeah, so that was that. I wanted to go ahead and update you guys in that regard. And now let's get on with the video. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and get into Home Binder. Again, I restructured this a bit so that I have future home savings in the back and current home savings in the front. I will have an official update maybe within the next gosh, I can't even get my thoughts together, and I have the hiccups. Probably have an official update on this at least come the end of February, beginning of March. But as of right now, it's looking as if we're erring on the side of selling the current property that we have, And in the case of my mom and I, more than likely moving into an apartment until we save up a down payment on a home that we actually want. That doesn't have as much, I don't mind fixer-uppers, but doesn't have too much major work to do. And if that's the case, I'm save up for that too. And basically have a fresh new start. That's how I'm choosing to look at it. So I will be changing this out, so it won't necessarily be finances and mortgage anymore. I am changing it out. By the way, if you hear knocking, that's my dog outside. I guess he's ready to come in now. But anyway, I am going to take this out, since it's no longer finances and mortgage, and basically turn it into kind of rental property slash ADU savings, because we don't know which one we'll end up being in, whether or not it'll be an apartment, renting a home, if we end up renting any type of ADU, or have short-term living in the meantime once you find a place and there's construction to be done. So this will be this new addition. So the money that's going in there will go towards that. And I'm still using the 2025 Savings Calendar Challenge by Andrea, No Bucks Given. I'm also going to see if I can get tablet to work, so that you guys can actually see the challenges as I'm going with me. But that is a work in progress, and I can't keep the iPad on because I have to keep tapping it with my finger, and it won't read my finger while it's wrapped up. So next week I'll make an attempt to try to get that back together. But anyway, so until all of that is 100% set in stone, again, this is just speculative, what's avenues we're looking at right now. But more than likely, that'll be the final result / answer. So I'm going to continue this calendar challenge just to save up for current home situation, whatever the living situation looks like. And I will use the second half for future home down payment. All right, so for Andrea's challenge, even though you can't see it, for Andrea's challenge, the month of January is to save $76. The butterflies, each of them, I think, were worth $5, and there are 4 of them. So that'd be 20, and then the letters of January is 7. So 76. Let me just clear that real quick. Okay, 76 plus 27 equals $103. I am putting a total of $97 in this challenge, so plus the 6 will make it that $103. So I can go ahead, I'm going to use blue, so it'll be dark enough. Just go ahead and check mark these two, and go ahead and color in /dot January as completed. Alright, again, she has a physical calendar challenge. I just prefer having the cards in here. Whew, gotta let this dry. So, 1, you guys can see it. And 2, it helps me when I'm doing my budget for the month to physically see how much I can put within the challenge. Instead of going through documents and trying to add them up at the same time. So, this is going to be 103 now. So, I have 100. Let me get a $2 bill placeholder, if I can. I swear, grabbing these bills has been an absolute struggle. Anyway, so this is $100, $102, $103. So that completes the challenge for January. All right, so for 100 envelope challenge on my budget, or in my budget, it got $87. Really, it's split between these 2 challenges. So this challenge is going to be a series of 100 envelope challenges that I'm doing for home down payment. And this Ultimate Savings Challenge book is a physical book. Again, I can't really sit here in color, so I will try to bring it out next time and update it with you guys next time. But basically, I'm using this series of challenges in the savings book to save up for closing costs, due diligence, and maybe add extra to the down payment and or go towards our first month of expenses, depending on how much of it I have to use. So, I did split it up to where I would finish the first challenge of this one. The first challenge is to save $100. So right now it has $50, $52, $54. $54. I can do this math. Wow, so I'm going to add $46 into here. Clear 87. Gosh, I'm sorry if you guys can hear people outside. They're really loud. Anyway, yeah. So I will have $46 going into here. So I can take all of this to the side. Reorganize this first, because the fact that it's not in order would bother me more than anything else. And go ahead and put a $100 placeholder in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this as a separator. I'm going to mark that I finished this first save 100. Ow. And I will mark it as January 2025. I finished the first one. And there are usually multiple repeats of the same challenge. Again, next time I'll try to bring the book so I can show you. So now I'm working on saving either another $100 or moving on to save 200 and go through these once and then go back from the top and do them again. But for right now, I'm focusing more so on the lower denomination challenges, again, until I pay off more of my student loans and I can afford to put more towards these type of challenges. For right now, I'm still working on them, but they're kind of on the back burner comparatively to other challenges I'm trying to get done right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this $100 in the front here and then use this ultimate savings to separate from the challenge that I'm continuously working on. And there's my dog. Okay, and then the 100 envelope challenge, I'm adding the remaining $41 to. Correct. And that will be, and there goes my dog, guys. He's way outside, by the way. So if you can hear him, I'm sorry. I guess regular dog owner noises. So thus far in the challenge, I have 250, 350, 370, 375, 376. So I have not been the best with math today. That's okay. So 376 plus the $41 is $417. So I'm going to keep this as 350, 400, and then I don't think I have enough for a 10. No, okay. I had to grab a 10. So I grab a 10, a 5, and one of these 2s for 17. All right, so this should be 417. So that's 250, 350, 400, 410, 15, 17. 417. And you know what? I think, let me check something real quick, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back and I did double check. The interest for this account also was added as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and update it, as the 100 envelope challenge does get the automatic $5 biweekly as well as the interest from my home savings. So it added an extra $12.15-ish, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't track the change in the envelopes, just to let you guys know. So in total, it's $430.02 that's in here now. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep that 400 and just make it, go ahead and condense it to $430. So counting again, that's $250, $350, $400, $20, $30, $430.02. Which I don't keep track of. And again, if you guys haven't watched my January wrap up, I've decided to kind of stair step the 100 envelope challenge to start with smaller 100 envelope challenges. I work my way up to the $5,050 and $10,100 savings once I free up more funds. So I've written down some options of 100 envelope challenges and how to fill them, and I'm just going to be marking this off as I go along. So I'm starting up here with saving $550, and that's saving numbers 1 through 10 for 100 envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and do this math of like, we have $430 in the challenge now. So I will leave $120. So let's see, I'm going to start with $430 and subtract all of these. Should I do them in a different color than green? I think I'm just going to keep going with my, actually no, I'll use purple because purple matches purple matches what I'm trying to do here. So let's see here. Move that up for a second. So I got a flat surface to work this out. And I appreciate you guys sticking through this with me, by the way. Okay, so that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'll do 430 minus 100. Make sure my head is not in the way. Minus 100, minus 90, minus 80. Okay, so I know I can mark off all of these as, as done. I'm trying to hold my finger up off this marker so that I don't feel it and can get through this video properly. Alright, so that leaves me with 160 still. So I know I can mark off all of the 6s. So that'll be 60. So my answer 160 minus 60. Still 100. So I can mark off all of these 7s. As well. Alright, so that leaves me with 30. So I guess I can mark off all the 3s. Or do I want to mark off all the 3s? I guess, yeah, just go ahead and mark off all the 3s. Alrighty, and that should be the 430 that's in here now. So what I'm going to do is add all the rest together and make sure that equals, excuse me, hiccups. Sorry guys, equals 120. So that'll be 10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 50 equals 120. Yep, so I've marked off $430 off the challenge. And once I finish, sorry, shaking guys. Once I finish this, I will continue on. I'll put the $550 in this down payment envelope and then continue on to the $1,050 100 envelope challenge and basically keep stair stepping up till I can get to the bigger $10,100, which is $2 increments increasing per envelope. All right. So that is that for this. Also, by the way, how do I know to separate it? I do have the challenge up here, but I also have this card that says in progress. So I know which 100 envelope challenge I've completed versus which one I am still working on. All right, so that was all for the full time. And just to let you guys know, this Life and Technicolor scratch off from Madeline at Madeline Budgets, I am going to put as one of the mini future challenges once I finish this one. to scratch off. So I'm going to put it in the back here, just in case I get to it. And that is all for this. And that is all for this cash stuffing. I thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please leave a home or house emoji down in the comment section. I thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, please leave them down in the comments as well. And I hope you guys have a blessed day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world, and see you guys next time. Bye, guys.